You know. You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
You what? I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, you do. I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Bullshit. Cartel got Frank.
Say my name.
Heisenberg.
You're goddamn right.
All right, baby. I love you. Who is it? What's my name? What are you doing? What are you doing today? How is everybody? Dame Celestine, the Star Queen. Chrissy X. Barris, I love you. What are we doing? You're goddamn right. Oh my. We in for a wild ride. It's raining. Yeah. Bit dreary today, bit dreary. A bit dreary today. Bit dreary. Dreary, dreary. Happy day, you mother. I give you mother. Well, I thought we'd read a little bit more. Just a little bit. Maybe finish up that true crime design video about why the Goncalves family is covering up Kaylee's murder. Something like that. Haven't seen anything about that. I mean, oh yes, that's right. We got into the cartels. I'm sorry. We got into the Area Night Brotherhood stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot all that. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Make sure you get some good food. Make sure you demand your children take you out to a nice restaurant and say, no, I ain't fucking paying for it, bitch. All right. No, that's a good Mother's Day. A good Mother's Day. Oh, yes, I remember. This is Nancy Guthrie. I remember. Savannah used to tell me, she said, Mama, you pay for yourself, Mama. All right. Welcome, MS8114. I know you're in a gang somewhere. Mama, you pay for your own dinner, Nancy. All right. God damn it. That's my daughter for you. Oh my. Hello, White Rabbit. Hello. What are you doing, White Rabbit? Off with your head. Off with your head. Well, on that note, you know what we got to do? we have to go out and do a break. Oh my God. Hello, governor. There you go. Hello, governor. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Sunday blues, baby. Sunday blues. All right. Yeah. Hey, Mother. Hey, Mrs. Johnson, Mother. Welcome, Mrs. John. Mother. We're going to tear the mudder rudder down, baby. We tear the mudder rudder down, baby. All right. Speaking of tear it down, we'll tear the roof off. Mrs. John, are you prepared? Are you prepared, Mrs. John? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, baby. We getting there. We've seen that one before again. All right. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that the same one? All right. Anyway, sorry. Oh my God. All right. We got to get serious, guys. Nobody's going to take us seriously. We keep showing that stuff. But the war still rages on, Mrs. John. It still rages. I thought the first one, that was that one. But anyway. But I thought I'd throw this at you real quick. And then we get on to the serious business. The serious business, baby. Of this wretched case. All right. This wretched case. It's a wretched case. I love the gong sounds too. I love the gong sounds. All right, yeah, I know. It's not politically correct, is it? I might as well finish it. Let's finish it, guys. Let's finish it. Here we go.
What?
All right. I love. Oh, here we go. Oh, we've seen that one before.
No. Go back over there.
All right. Oh my God. Here we go. We've seen this too. All right, guys. All right. Oh my God, Mrs. John, what are you doing there, Mrs. John? We are very special people. That's right. We are very seriously. We're very special, serious people. Oh my God! Come on! We gotta lighten it up a little bit, guys. Come on! 1975. All right, baby. All right, yeah. All right. Let's go. Say my name. Let's get back to true crime design to finish up this with the cartels and Aryan Brotherhood and alien spaceships from outer space. The little green men coming down to suck our brains out. That's right. Anything goes in this case now. When you're way into the mudland, when you fall into the mudland, baby. Anything goes. Aliens suck your brain right out through your nose. Did you not know that? But let's carry on.
pretty girl,
Pretty girl.
dismissing any possibility that she was intentionally and repeatedly targeted.
Targeted. Stop.
As we make our way into November,
November,
the
baby.
stalking behavior once again escalated,
Okay.
this time beyond the point of receiving strange messages or being watched and even followed in public.
All right, baby.
In their post-homicide interviews,
That's right.
the roommates would describe an incident that happened on approximately November 4th, when Dylan, Bethany, and Maddie returned home from a sorority meeting around 11 p.m.
And
to
Xana.
find
I think
their
Xana was there
front
too,
door
no?
was left wide open. Kaylee was not in Moscow at the time. Like I said, I think it's quite possible that the incidents from October scared her enough to leave the college town before Dylan lured her back for Pi Phi Formal on the weekend of her murder.
Lured her back.
Consistent with...
However, let me do this. Yeah, they don't know if it was a break-in. Because the door was broken. So it could have been the wind. It could have been the wind, guys. Could have been that wind blowing that door open. I don't know. Could have been the wind. Right, Dylan Morrison? Dylan Morrison doesn't have too many good details for us, does she? No, she don't. Dylan Morrison, you know who Dylan Morrison is. She never has... She always has the wrong details at the wrong time, see? And the rest is all bullshit and made up. Because that's what Dylan does. Dylan makes up shit in her fucking brain. Yes, she does. Fucking... Ugh. Anyway, you know how much we love Miss Dylan. Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, so anyway, Mr. Scott told me he asked our friend Gabe about the conversation that took place at the Mad Greek. Scott said that Gabe told him that he had followed the girls to the Mad Greek from the college. Remember that? Our friend Gabe told Scott P. that the two girls were lesbians. Little G, or Gabe M, right? I think we know his name at this point, but Gabe told Scott he had went back to the girl's house, and when they came home, he was inside the house and made the statement, "They had no idea that I was there. I could have killed them all if I had wanted to." Little strange, huh? Scott told me that Gabe then went and got a larger knife from out of the back shed, and showed it to him. Could have killed them all. Moscow police. Say my name, Moscow police. So anyway, Scott P. told me every time he was around Gabe and Gabe's mom would explode on him, he always stayed rather calm, very calm, and he would not react to her at all. December 16th, reviewed January 10th. Remember, approximately 12 days after Mr. Koberger was arrested. There you go. The gift that keeps on giving. The Holy Grail. Yes, we know Little G's name. We know his name. We know Scott's name too, by the way. And it's not on these other these inferior videos. That's not his name, by the way. That's not his name. I know what his last name is, by the way. Thanks to help from some certain dame in the God. I know his last name. In fact, I know a lot more about him than I want to. Yeah, actually. But you keep sending me information. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Oh, it gets better. I could have killed them all if I wanted to. They had no idea I was there. I wonder if Mr. Whitcomb goes into Little Gabriel and Scott P. I wonder if he goes into that in his book at all. We'll see. I would. If I was writing a book on this case, fuck yeah. I'd probably devote 6 fucking chapters to it. Yup. Yep. All right, hang on. Or hell, maybe the whole book. Oh, by the way, wake up. Welcome, CB. Welcome, CB. Welcome, CB. Welcome. He wouldn't react to his mama on Mother's Day because she'd berate the shit out of him. You good-for-nothing, worthless piece of crap. So yeah, he'd go to the Mad Greek restaurant. He knew Xana and Madison worked there. He also knew that Ethan was there and possibly was a boyfriend to one of them. Knew that. I don't recall Brian Kohlberger sitting in the Mad Greek restaurant at any point in time, do you? Arguing with Maddie or Xana or fucking Ethan. I don't remember reading any of that. But I do remember reading this. Yep. Anyway, Moscow. I'm still waiting for your follow-up interview with this character and for him to deny everything that's been said. I still haven't seen that. Fuckers. You motherfuckers. Let's carry on with this. So 11:11, 11:12, 11:13. They come home, their door's open, 11:04. That's when they all grab a golf club and walk around the house videotaping themselves with a golf club, checking out the rooms. Remember? That's from Bethany Funk, 11:16. And then she was also asked, was Murphy there? And she says, I don't think so, because I don't think Kaylee was there that weekend. All right. Let's carry on.
Of negligence shown by MPD, this
Gee, you
incident
think?
was flippantly dismissed as due to wind gusts or loose screws, as if a possible break-in to the residence just 9 days prior to a burglary turned quadruple homicide wasn't at all significant or worth further investigation. The report also mentioned that Xana's dad fixed the issue before leaving Moscow that weekend, but early media reports stated that Jeff Kernodle fixed the lock, not the screws and hinges. Investigators felt comfortable dismissing this incident, but the roommates who actually lived at the residence were clearly nervous upon finding their front door open when nobody was home, as anyone would be. So much so, in fact, that the girls all grabbed golf clubs, presumably out of that first floor bedroom, and cleared the house to make sure nobody was inside. The targeted harassment of Kaylee Gonsalves in the 1122 King Road residence reached a crescendo on November 13th when the perpetrators set their plan into motion.
People.
This pattern of stalking the victims would continue up into the very last moments they were alive, as we can clearly see that Kaylee and Maddie were being watched and their location tracked that night by CCTV footage and strategically placed handlers. We don't have to speculate whether the Gonsalves family knew
like
about
who?
these
You gotta
news,
be like
as
who?
Steve admitted to ABC News
Who's the
anchor
handlers?
Hannah Whitworth in an interview on November 30th.
Can't just say shit, guys.
That Kaylee told them about having a stalker.
I mean, unless
So
you're me,
why
I'm the
did they
greatest,
start
but you can't just say
undermining
shit
this
like that
notion just
without
a
any
few weeks
fucking proof.
later when they sat down with Brian Enton in their living room. Kaylee's big sister Olivia also attempted to create doubt and distance from the stalker angle early on, a theory she would later embrace when she could attribute.
Hey, is that the
without
same girl?
evidence, the reported
Oh my,
stalking behaviors
Ozempic,
of Brian covered
zombie.
her in her histrionic and frankly bizarre victim impact
Yeah,
statement.
well, definitely.
In a CNN interview from
Ozempic
November
zombie.
23rd, 2022, Olivia
I thought it was.
expressed frustration
Yeah, there's
with the
confusion about
rumors
that, Chrissy. I
Kaylee
thought it was
had a
her
stalker.
bedroom door too.
Quote, she dismissed claims her sister was being stalked, echoing a statement made Tuesday by police that they have not been able to identify or verify a stalker, end quote.
Little
In
G.
this same article, Olivia
Yes, you
noted
did.
that Kaylee was
Yes, you
extremely
did. You
safety-conscious
had
and
one right in
vigilant,
front of you.
and that she thinks that Kaylee
But you
would
never
have
interviewed him,
noticed
did you,
something.
Moscow?
Well, guess what, Olivia? She did notice that she was being stalked, and your parents, and I believe you as well,
Ooh, who the
were
fuck
aware
is
of
that?
this,
My
even
God.
though your sister
Who is
had you
that?
blocked on social media. And I don't think it had to do with borrowed clothing, as you tried to tell the public later in the same article. So again, I ask, why go to such lengths to posthumously gaslight the victim? Their protests against these facts in the face of such glaring information that their daughter
Hello,
is in a
Mama,
dangerous
Christy.
environment is
It is
puzzling,
Mother's
to
Day
say the
after
least,
all,
and,
Christy.
in my opinion, would lead any reasonable person to conclude that they have information pertaining to this stalker subject that they do not want the public or law enforcement to become aware of. It's telling that during the early days following the homicides, before an arrest was made and the narrative was still in the production phases, the G family and the media were quick to report on the stalking angle, and it makes sense why they would do so when the public was eagerly demanding answers as to why this tragedy happened. At some point, however, everyone involved in this cover-up decided that they were going to have to attribute the murders to a single individual, motivated by his own psychological and sexual desires. This was a strategy to keep the organized crime aspect of this case and the criminal histories of the victims' families away from the public's awareness.
You have a motive. I'm the edema building
Oh,
up
no.
your leg. And most compression socks can't
Oh,
even touch
God.
me. Let me show you.
Compression socks.
We don't.
We don't have a
Idaho
motive.
law does not require that prosecutors prove a motive. So this wasn't
Oh
something they
my
were ever too concerned
God.
with, legally speaking.
Oh, it's
As
evil
long as they
Santa
could
too.
lock
Oh
someone up and
no.
stigmatize his
Ashley.
autistic and what some might characterize as obsessive behaviors, they could bombard the public consciousness with propaganda until most people believed their suspect had the means and opportunity to commit the crime. They could intimidate him with the prospect of the death penalty and coerce him into a plea deal. This meant that there would be no
in a
trial
fucking
and
root
that
cellar
none
with
of this
you.
information would ever come to light, and everyone could
Look at them.
just
They all
move
look
on
the
with
same.
their
Don't they?
lives.
Bulbous creations,
But after
guys.
exhaustive
They're all
investigation,
bulbous
each
creations. I
person
told
chose
you.
Patsy Brian
I
Coburn.
told you they were all
They were
bulbous
concerned
creations.
that
You didn't
any
believe
shred
me.
of a connection to the victims,
Especially
or even
you,
the suggestion of a
bulbous
convincing
creation.
motive. They were left with no choice but to publicly abandon the stalking angle, which really was the only conceivable motive for their narrative. The only problem is, those
I
initial
need
accounts
blood. All they
still
give me was
exist
fucking
as
Ozempic.
documented
All
proof
right,
of
all right.
Kaylee's state of mind.
But I need fucking
So
blood.
those with skin in the game and their damage control agents went on TV
Evil
and
Santa
made confident statements
Claus.
to the contrary,
Hello, evil
expecting
Santa.
that the
Once again we
gullible
meet.
masses wouldn't dare question their authority. The same thing happened when NPD came out early to say these murders were targeted attacks, only to sort
I
of
am the
backtrack on
father
that and
of
never
bulbous
give any
creation.
information
I'm the
as to
father.
who was the target or
You don't
why.
even want to
This
know
is
what the
exactly
mother
why
looked like.
attorneys
All
tell
right,
criminals
let's
to
tear the
shut
roof
their
off the
mouths
mother.
and not make any statements to the media, because evidence could later
He
come
loves the
out to
camera.
discredit you
The
and
mutt
make you
loves the
look guilty
camera.
as hell.
The mutt loves the
Hi
camera.
everyone, my name is Kaylee Gonzalez,
Hello,
and
Kitty.
I am a general studies major. I recently switched from elementary education because I was unable to student teach. I'm from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which is about an hour and a half north of Moscow, and I really
That's
enjoy
where the
taking my
rich
dog on
people
walks,
live.
hikes, adventures, really anything and everything I like to do with my dog. I don't have a dream job in mind, but the strengths that I feel could help me achieve a job that I would enjoy are my people and collaboration skills. I work really well with other people. I'm a really good communicator. And on the contrary, I also do work really well independently.
Miss Kaylee Jane
All right.
was a truth teller and a truth seeker. Perhaps this is why I cannot let her voice continue to be ignored, distorted, and lost in the sheer volume of information collected in this case. She deserved to be listened to in life and in death.
They're all weak.
She deserved to be protected.
That's
I
right.
find it profoundly depressing that those who were supposed to be closest to her choose to misrepresent her reality so brazenly. The only logical conclusion I can come to is that this is all in an effort to conceal themselves from exposure and consequences of their own criminality. Whether this is specifically pertaining to their crypto scamming ways, what I speculate to be their participation in drug trafficking through money laundering, or perhaps even abusive family dynamics that they don't want made public. In the November 15th, 2022 interview, Rachel Rager made a statement that put this all into perspective for me.
Roger.
When the detective asked her how the stalker topic came up, Rachel revealed that Kaylee would always talk about things in a light-hearted manner, and said that one time she was speaking of childhood trauma in a joking manner. Joking about or dismissing one's own fears and traumas is a common defense mechanism known as self-invalidation, often used to avoid overwhelming feelings, suppress memories, or manage the anxiety of trauma. Reading this statement describing Kaylee's affect saddened me deeply, as we've all witnessed and perceived for ourselves a pattern of gaslighting, controlling, and even scapegoating tactics directed at Kaylee that have been displayed publicly by that family. The Gonsalves family also exhibit a toxic us versus them mentality.
I agree with that.
Displayed by their so-called Army of Love Facebook page with over 185,000 members. The description of the page states, quote, "No negativity, please," which tells you all you need to know about their willingness to seek the truth in this matter. To them,
All right.
the public consists of two types of people: those who support them financially and emotionally without question, and so-called haters, those of us with questions about their conflicting statements and objectively inappropriate public behavior following Kaylee's murder. This attitude is on full display in a recent Facebook post made to the group by Christy Gonsalves. She wrote, quote, "Tomorrow, Steve and I will be flying to California to visit Olivia, Robbie, and our grandchildren. We are excited to spend time with them and make some memories. I'm aware that some individuals may attempt to misrepresent the purpose of our trip, suggesting that we are visiting for ulterior motives or that we are running from the FBI. However, I can assure you that our trip is solely for the purpose of visiting our family. Feel free to speculate and lie as you always do. Say what you must, though, to continue getting views and carrying on with making us out to be the bad guys," unquote. I have no idea who or what she is referring to. I haven't seen anyone make any such accusations.
All right, well.
She likely just made this up to further victimize themselves.
All right, hang on. Well, we made fun of them a lot, but anyway. Well, we don't count, but we the greatest. Yeah. He is a weirdo. He is a weirdo. Wait, sorry guys, I have to go to the emergent care. I just got a really weird case of Ramsay Hunt syndrome that just appeared out of nowhere. Ramsay Hunt. Sorry guys, I have to go to the emergent care real quick, and it just so happens to be on the morning of my daughter's fucking murder. Sorry guys, I have to go to the emergency care. Okay, sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. Remember that shit? Hello, Jules O'Mara. Welcome back, my love. Sir, are you sure it's Ramsay Hunt? Or did you just, well, I don't know. I had hives. It felt like I had hives on the side of my neck. And I guess what I did was I scratched the hives, and I guess they tore open. And so, yeah, I got these scratch marks on my neck. Everything's red. Bloody, perhaps. I don't know. I thought maybe at first it was a mosquito bite, but I was scratching my neck. And now look at it, guys. However, it turns out to be a virus. Somehow. A virus. Remember coincidences and weird shit that happens in this case? Just a coincidence, guys, that the day I find out my daughter, the morning I find out my daughter is horribly mutilated, murdered, I had to go to the emergent care first, though, because I got a virus on my neck that looked like I scratched the shit out of it. Just saying. And then we go way into the mud, and then we start thinking to ourselves, well, Steve G. I wonder about you, my friend. We've been wondering about you, my friend, for a while. Yeah, about that same way. Or, CB, perhaps we fall face first into a window. Perhaps we don't want to get any glass in our wound. However, I'm really at the very end of that interview. I'm not sure if I actually did cut my hand on that chicken or not. I don't know. Weird. And guess what? You know the best part is? Nobody's there to correct me at all. Nobody's there to correct me. Nobody's there to say to me, wait a minute. Nobody's there to fucking interrogate me. That's the problem, guys. Right? We know this. It's always been the problem. Nobody's there to interrogate me. Nobody's there to contradict my statements. Nobody's there to call out my fucking bullshit or lies. or inconsistencies in my statements at all. There's none of that in this case at all. I have not seen any of that. Well, wait a minute. First, you told us you cut your fucking hand with your pocket knife. You're using your pocket knife. You cut your hand slicing chicken. But then, sometime later in the night, you may or may not have fallen face first into a fucking window. And that was the original reason why you went to the ER the next morning, because your friends were afraid that you were going to get glass in the fucking wound of your hand. But then you're still not sure though if you cut your hand or not on the window or the chicken. See, there's no Moscow, Idaho State Police. There is nobody to call out this bullshit. That's why this is one of the reasons why this case is so fucking infuriating, because there is nobody there to ask, wait a minute, which one is it, asshole? Did you cut your hand on a fucking chicken or not? I think you're going to remember. I think no matter what scenario you're talking about here, I think you're going to remember it. Yeah, and it must have been pretty fucking deep. So, well, oh my God. And then I start thinking to myself, well, how much did they really question the families? I know they talked to the families. I know they talked to the family members. I know they talked to them. But how much did they really talk to them, though? Like, let's say this Steve G type. How much did they really talk to this guy? I don't know. How much did they really interview these people? To the point where you can't rule them out yet. So Steve G, where I would like to see a real interrogation / interview of Steve G. Where the fuck is that? I'm sure he would have all kinds of things to say in his interview. I would imagine he would probably talk. I imagine he'd probably tell you all kinds of things. If you pretended to be on his side, he'll tell you all kinds of stuff, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad fucking cut, I imagine. But the point is, right? The point is, though, there's nobody in Little Moscow, there, inbred, children of the fucking corn, to say, wait a minute, now you're confusing me, asshole, and I don't like to be confused in a quadruple murder investigation. The last thing I want to do is be confused, asshole. So, how did you cut your fucking hand again? And we're going to talk to your stupid fucking friends, too. So you might want to get this right, because we're going to talk to them as well. So they're going to either you tell us what happened, or we're going to figure it out. So your memory needs to fucking clear up, I would say. Right? Everybody's drunk, can't remember, this and that. All bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. On down the fucking line. I don't know. I'm still so out of it, because usually when I'm out of it, I tend to wake up 3 or 4 times in succession within a span of 5 minutes. And then because I'm so out of it all the time, guys, and I'm drunk, I just wake up inadvertently 3 or 4 times in succession within 5-10 minutes. Because I'm so out of it. Fucking All bullshit. Sorry, guys. Guys, I'm really out of it. However, despite the fact that I'm really out of it, I'm going to... now, you can't see this, but I am going to sprint to my door and smoke a cigarette, guys. That's what I'm going to do. Because I'm so out of it. I can barely stand up, guys. I'm so sleepy and drunk and out of it that I am going to literally sprint to my door. Dylan Mortensen. I'm sprinting, but I'm drunk. I'm out of it. I don't know if I'm running. You know, I don't think I'm running that fast, guys. It's probably like, it feels like I'm running underwater, I guess, here. But I am sprinting. I am sprinting, guys. Here I'm sprinting. Here I go. I'm the road runner, baby. I'm the road runner. Oh, Hobbit, there you are. Let me in, Hobbit. A phantom Michael Myers is behind me, chasing me with a butcher knife. You better let me in. All right. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I'm sprinting again. Wait a minute, I'm sprinting again. Here I go. Now, you can't make me run for less than $5. But anyway, yeah, I run for you, but it's going to cost you $5. And you know what I'm talking about, Amy Conway. Yeah, I'll fucking run for you, but it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you some money, maybe. Blonde Lily. Blonde Lily. All right, let's go. All right, now what's it? No, I know we saw that. All right, Mrs. John. Wait.
Who is your favorite singer?
Oh my God.
My favorite singer, I like listening to Lilo.
Oh my
That's
God.
cool. How about you, Sean?
Mrs. John. Oh God, what is he doing? He's still eating a fucking chicken wing. Take the Randy Orton
Rock.
and Raw. Oh my
Okay.
God.
We love rock music.
All right. Oh my God, Mrs. John. Look, they can't be eating chicken fingers. They can't be eating chicken wings there, Mrs. John. No, you can't have them eating food. Oh my God, what is going on with this shit? Oh my God. I know, she loves it. All right.
Are you taking a pose?
Oh my
What
God.
animals look like with Down syndrome?
All right, wait.
What animals look like with Down syndrome?
Oh my God.
What animals look like
All
with
right.
Down syndrome?
Now we fully going to hell. Well, I'm already there half the time. I'm already fucking there. That's right. Already fucking there. my God. What is going on? Oh, no. All right. Enough. Let's finish this up. 5 minutes left. All right. To the cheese. We should look at their Facebook page again, too.
Themselves and receive a little bit of narcissistic supply from their cult members. Perhaps the guilty knowledge they evidently possess is what causes them to act this way. Maybe they feel that being upfront and vulnerable in confronting the truth about what happened to their daughter would only jeopardize their image and possibly their freedom. Besides, nothing they say can bring her back.
Oh my God.
And to some degree, I can understand that perspective.
Chrissy X, oh my God.
I can
White rabbit.
extend empathy and compassion
Jules
to
Amora.
avoid confronting
They're bigger
the
than their
truth about
finger.
trauma and loss,
That's right, Jules
because the
Amora.
pain of reality can be too
Look,
much
this
to
is
bear.
why you send them straight to the bell
Karen
tower.
Kanoto comes
You
to
can't have
mind in
meetings.
this scenario. But what I cannot respect, however, are those who lie, shut down dissent, exploit trust and empathy from others, and seek to profit and gain attention and recognition off of lies. I
Crime
simply cannot
Con.
tolerate
Remember
injustice
Crime
that
Con?
occurs
Beware of
when
Mrs.
victims
Chapin.
silenced and
Beware of
abusers
Mrs.
found
Chapin.
themselves as victims by
Now they're
proxy,
going to Crime
take
Con.
control of the narrative, adjusting the
Now
facts to
they're
best
going to
serve
Crime
their
Con,
image
guys.
and line their pockets and keep them out of trouble.
Right.
Whatever their motives for hiding the truth, it's despicable and should be called out as such. No more benefit of the doubt or everyone grieves differently passage should be given to those who prove themselves to be grifters and deceivers. That goes for you too, Dylan Mortensen, who took a page out of the G family book and raised $116,000
Donation Paul, baby.
from the
That's right.
public to a GoFundMe
Say my
for
name.
your so-called
Say my name.
journey.
Say my name.
Going to see
Say my name.
in that courtroom.
Say it. I am the greatest of all time. Say it.
You shouldn't run from the truth. You shouldn't hide the truth, even if it makes.
You better take that fucking. You better take that cross off your face, my friend.
The cool thing about the truth,
You better take that
is
cross
always
off your
reveals
fucking
itself over
face.
time. Lies require constant intervention. And
Don't you be wearing that
exhaustive efforts to
cross.
block and
You have
destroy
no
the
idea what
inevitable.
that cross means.
Just ask certain content
You have no
creators
idea
who
what that
basically
is.
have full-time jobs
You think
doing
you know,
mental
but you don't know
gymnastics,
what that is.
explaining the oddities in this case away, as those
Steve
of us who
G.
actually seek the truth continue to discover and expose daily. In reality, Kaylee doesn't need me or anyone else to validate her concerns with documentation or physical and lay evidence because she was telling the truth. She was found alongside her friends, savagely murdered in her home, despite telling countless people of her fears, taking abundant precautionary measures, and even warning her roommates that they needed to be more cautious with regards to their personal safety. These facts alone should be enough for everyone to raise serious doubt towards the validity of the official narrative. Not only should the erroneous conclusions made in this case be re-examined and questioned in the face of such contradictory evidence and investigatory negligence, but it is also necessary to assess the potential motive and culpability of those proven to have been perpetuating such lies throughout this whole ordeal. Let me be clear to those who believe
True crime.
these people are above reproach or scrutiny because they lost a loved one in such a traumatic way. Proximity to a murder victim does not automatically
You know what I
afford
found in my
them
pocket?
any level of immunity from investigation.
I got
However,
something in my pocket for
these
you.
individuals were shielded from scrutiny by the media
Hey,
and law
I got
enforcement.
something in the pocket for you,
As
world.
such, they are actively colluding
Hey,
against
world,
us,
I
the
got something in the
public,
pocket for
and
you.
attempting to distort our observable reality, just like they did to
How is
me.
everybody? I'm sorry, I'm missing my
Something
chat now.
similarly horrific had happened to me and my friends, and I had left such a thorough trail of evidence documenting my fears, which my family, friends, and investigators proactively concealed and dismissed. I'd hope that someone, somewhere, would hear me out and take my concerns seriously. Kaylee, don't you worry, we got you, girl. I hope that you can find some peace knowing that despite the collective efforts of many, your voice has been heard, loudly, by strangers all over the world who recognize you for your honest and genuine spirit. As for the den of snakes that surrounded you in life and exploited you in death for attention and greed, they'll eventually have to face the truth when it fully comes to light. It's up to us to see past the mask of fraudulent self-victimization and demand accountability for all who chose to cover up the truth in this matter. If we just let it go, this behavior of concealing truth out of self-preservation and greed becomes normalized and accepted. And I will not let that happen here. Thank you for watching.
All right. There you go. True crime. There you go. All right. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like it. But anyway, leave it there. You got to be able to put the things together, though. You just can't see certain things and then your conclusion, though. The problem with all this, though, guys, and we talked about this for a long time. You think you have these compelling organizations and compelling arguments and shady characters and drug racket and all this stuff going on, right? You think you have all this, okay? That's good, but guess where it all falls apart? Nobody can ever make that final conclusion and have a theory that wraps it up nicely in a bow. Nobody can do it. Why? Because there's too many elements that you cannot prove. That's why. So yes, it's very compelling. Don't get me wrong. We talked about this a long time. And that's why we call it the mud. That's why we call this the mud. It's compelling, and yes, we like to be in the mud a lot. We like to play in the mud. Yes, we do. But your conclusion, once you get out of the mud, it has to be nice and orderly, and it has to explain, well, a good portion of what happened here. And unfortunately, none of those scenarios do a good job of that. And, well, true crime, that's a good video. But true crime design also falls into that trap, the same way that the opera singer perpetuated that bullshit, the same way that a lot of channels perpetuated that bullshit. We are the greatest. We are the greatest. By the way, in case you missed this,
finder's fee for bringing us together.
In case you missed this, guys.
We have 40 pounds of product ready to.
In case you missed this, guys. Hang on. I know that. But in case you missed this, don't forget this.
Who the hell are you?
You know. You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
You what? I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, you do. I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Bullshit. Cartel got Frank.
You sure? That's right. Now, say my name.
Heisenberg.
You're goddamn right.
Quick break on that, my loves. Quick break on that, my loves. I am Stanley the Twink. I have been here longer than you have. I am the greatest of all time. Don't forget Stanley the Twink. Don't
Don't forget him. Don't forget him.
You think it's a joke. But you've been talking to a spirit, I told you.
You've been talking to Stanley the whole time.
Stanley was not a good dude. No, he wasn't.
You don't have to get into it again, Master Nature. They already know. They love me. They love me, Master Nature. They hate you. Yeah, they hate your fucking guts, Master Nature. They hate your fucking guts. They all love me. Me. I have the #1 spirit radio station, not you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
I'll show you how great I am. I'll show you how great I am. I'll show you how great I am. Say my name. Say my name. Nancy Guthrie died 20 minutes after they tried to take her. She died. She had a major medical problem that happened called a fucking heart attack. She died within 20 minutes of being taken. So guess what we did with her? What do you think we did with her, guys? Well, we can't have a dead fucking 84-year-old woman in the back of our car. No. So guess what we did?
Well, what'd I do, Stanley?
Well, we found a nice secluded place about 5 miles from her house, and we fucking buried her there. Yeah, she's probably within 5 miles of her house, by the way. Yeah, and by the way, not only did we take her, I don't know why, that was a big mistake. First of all, we should have never taken her, because our real prize was in that house all along. It wasn't Nancy Guthrie. However,
This was personal. Are you serious, Stanley? It was personal?
it was fucking personal. This was personal. Personal.
Anyway, well, thanks, Stanley, for your insight.
I'm telling you, I am the greatest.
Well, we'll see. Welcome, City Girl 5150. Give me some of that pound cake. Give me some of that pound cake. Give me some of that pound cake. 5150 you. I'll 5150 you. Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. It is Mother's Day. So in honor of Moscow, Idaho, and the whole state of Idaho, it is Mother's Day. So I got to play this in tribute to
them both tonight. Amos will satisfy him. We need
All right.
the woman. She'll bring the man to us.
No, he must be taken without her. We cannot remove her from this place. It is holy.
We will bring the Lord too by using one.
Not blaspheme, Malachi. You know not the laws. He speaks them only to me.
I think not, Isaac. You are the one who's lost. I can do. Cut the woman down. That's what Isaac.
all right. Excuse me. All right, what are you? Welcome, Dame Athos, Queen of the Mountain Garden. CB, that was for you. Welcome. All right, here we are.
What are we going to do? Yes. Where are we? Where are we, my loves? Where are we, my loves? Oh, yes. Here. I forgot where we were. Yes. All right. Yeah, here we go. Happy Mother's Day. So much love from Rivers D.B. Dahlias, Rosie and Eugene, two of the most amazing people you could ever meet. I bet. Ransowit, May 9. Okay. Oh, really? Did you know? Oh, did you know? Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm so sorry. Stopped by Moscow, visited the Memorial Garden and Corner Bar. Kelly, right? Kelly, there we are. I look so thrilled to be doing a heart gesture with my hand. I look absolutely thrilled. And then we go to the corner bar and corner club. The corner club. The corner club, right? Not the corner bar. The corner club. Right. That's corner club. Turning hearts. Happy Mother's Day to all. What else we got? What's this? Governor Brad Little has officially proclaimed May 9th as Kelly J. Dahlia Day. Okay. Brad Little. Oh, great. Now we've got a foundation. Kelly Gonzalez Foundation, also known as Murder Has a Name. Oh. Well, yes. Oh. Victim Advocacy Foundation. Okay. Huh. Thanks, John Webb. What a beautiful day. Dahlia Day. Everything's about dahlias. We are here now, and it's such a beautiful event in honor of Kaylee. Isn't that nice? Kaylee J. Dahlia Day. Growing dahlias, healing communities. You can, okay, circles. What is this? Man, we got so much shit going on in the foundations and Dahlia Days and raising money and awareness. Like, yeah. What is this? Oh, look, it's the new Kaylee Jade. What's her name? Oh, Aubrey. Be careful, Aubrey. Be careful, Aubrey. You look just like Kaylee. Be careful. Just saying, be careful. You never know. Stay far away from Steve as possible. Yeah. Further down, we play a game called Guys, Guess What's in My Pocket? Oh, yeah. It was the macaroni and cheese that Maddie last ate before she was horribly murdered. Remember we played that game here on Facebook?
Remember that little sick, little twisted game we played from the G family? Because they think that's appropriate. They think those little things are appropriate and totally fine. Not knowing how it looks on the outside. It looks it looks like you're a bunch of fucking ghouls, right? It looks like you're a ghoul doing that kind of shit. Remember? Not only that, but this is the jacket that she was wearing that night that she was slaughtered, and all kinds of weird fucking ghoulish games that in their minds, it's totally innocent. And there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing, but we're not thinking about how it looks to people on the outside. No, we're not. I think it's horrible. I think it's a horrible taste. I think it makes your family look like a bunch of fucking ghouls that you are. So anyway, whatever. But anyway, Aubrey, stay far away. Stay far away. Hide the pasta. That's right, Mrs. John. Hide the fucking pasta. Welcome, Tig old Betty. You want pasta? You want pasta? Oh my God. What am I going to do with you? Yes, happy Mother's Day. We're going to tear the roof off the mother. As Mallory reported on the 13th in Latah County Prosecuting Attorney Supplement 42, Jenna said she texted the Hobbit at 11:20. Jenna asked the Hobbit if she was awake. Jenna said Bethany called her back at 11:49. The Hobbit told Jenna she and the Prime were in the Hobbit's room. We're here. Jenna said the Hobbit was freaked out because her roommates were not answering their phones. Well, God forbid. Hey, twat. How about you go 3 feet up the stairs and go see what they're up to, Hobbit? And Dylan Mortensen, my Prime. Hey, Dylan and my Hobbit. Why don't you, walk 5 feet up the fucking stairs and go into the kitchen, go into the living room and say, hey guys, where is everybody? Hey, hey, and nobody's waking up today or what? Hey, it's time for beer pong, guys. Hey guys, it's time for fucking beer pong. How come, well gee, Bethany, what should we do? Nobody's coming out of their bedrooms. Gee, what do you think we should do here, guys? Yeah. Like we're all fucking imbeciles. Like we're all idiots. Like we all have Down syndrome, guys. That's how stupid we are to believe this nonsense. It's ridiculous. Boo-hoo. I'm so concerned about my roommates not answering their phone. However, I guess everybody's fucking retarded and stupid because I guess I could walk up the stairs that are about, 5 feet, and I could call out to them. I could call out to them in the house. I can go upstairs to the 3rd floor bedroom, and I don't have to go into the bedrooms themselves, but I can go up on the landing, and I can say, hey guys, are you up yet? It is almost 12 o'clock in the afternoon after all. So no, I guess we don't do that, guys, do we? Because we're fucking imbeciles. Moscow, You think we're imbeciles. I think you think people are fucking dumb. But that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. This whole scenario. Anything that happens between 4 a.m. and 12 o'clock is a bunch of garbage. I know it. My garden knows it. People with half a fucking brain know it. It's ludicrous. And that's putting it mildly. We are acting as if we are 5,000 miles away from our friends, and the only form of communication that I have is to call them on my cell phone or text them. We are pretending like we're 5,000 miles away from them, right? Even though we can walk our lily white fucking asses 5 feet up the goddamn steps and just call out to them. Hey, I'm going to make some fucking toast. Does anybody want some? Hey, what are you guys doing today? Are we going to get sloshed again? Then I'd start freaking out a little bit. You know, if I'm standing in the kitchen or I'm standing in the living room with the beer pong table and I start calling out to my roommates, okay, and nobody's saying anything to me, yes, then I'd probably get a little freaked out. Yeah, well, what the fuck? Right? Well, yes, that's what you're going to do, I think. Yeah. You're not going to sit in a room for 8 hours for no reason. For no fucking reason. And then suddenly burst out of that room in a fucking panic for no reason, guys. Hobbit and Prime. You need to listen to the greatest of all time. You need the locusts. The locusts are going to talk to you very soon, my loves. They're going to talk to you. And they're going to invade your dreams, my love. And they're going to invade your sleep, my love. And the only way to get rid of those fucking locusts that are going to be buzzing around in your fucking brain, you need to go and you need to tell the fucking truth about what you know. That's the only way to get rid of the locusts. The only way. Oh, they come real silent. They come real silent like, I'm telling you. At first it starts with a weird dream, my love. Oh, believe me, it starts with a dream. But guess what happened? Those dreams don't go away. You're going to keep having that same fucking dream over and over again. And they get worse. Until you start telling the fucking truth here. Hobbit and Prime. You need to start telling the truth about what happened. What you did for 8 hours. You need to figure it out. You need to figure it out fucking soon. Those locusts are coming, I'm telling you. Remember those locusts? I'm saying that's what I would do. But, hey, they don't know. Well, they haven't met the locusts yet. They have not met the locusts yet, but they will. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. They're still in the air, baby. They still in the fucking air. But they're landing soon. Oh, my. Oh, my, oh, my. Oh, my. You say, well, yeah, I met some weird fucking guy online. I don't know. I met him once, and he seemed like a creep, and I don't know. Then he ended up killing my friends. I don't know. Make something up. Make something up. Now. Right? Right. It's all right? Right. The only other person who has a boyfriend in this scenario is Dylan Mortensen. She's been dating Quinn Kelly for almost 2 years. Yet, Moscow never probes really any details about the relationship. Ask a couple of friends. Yeah, I think they've been dating for 2 years or so. We don't see him in any pictures with her, really. Not at all. Apparently, he doesn't visit Moscow. He doesn't attend any sorority or fraternity shit with her at all. Yeah. But, again, we don't probe the relationship. We don't bring him in and question his ass. We don't interrogate him. Nope. Who cares? Who fucking cares, Moscow? You cocks. Anyway, let's carry on. Wait, did I scare people off? All right, Maury's report. Right, here we go. His report indicates that Jenna was already en route to the house when Bethany called back, but does not indicate why. Jenna said she heard Dylan on the phone in the background saying, "I saw something." Jenna said Bethany asked her to come over to the King Road house and pick her up. Despite a lack of detail, Maury's report establishes several critical considerations. First, it shows that the Hobbit wanted Jenna to drive over to the King Road and pick her up, indicating a sense that something was wrong. Whatever Bethany thought about events of the previous 8 hours, she called 3 friends before calling 911. Second, though forensics would later provide a foundation of physical evidence, police initially had no idea who might have murdered 4 co-eds with a knife, or why. In order to gain a better understanding of events leading up to the murders, they needed to evaluate the possibility of a broader threat to the community. They needed background on the victims, needed to know who might want them dead. McClure had answers. She started by establishing a chronology of campus events the night before. Jenna said she did not go to the Sigma Chi party, but went to a different one instead. Jenna said the Hobbit and the Prime came to this other party after she left Sigma Chi. Right. But went to a different one. Came to the other party after she was never at the Sigma Chi, but whatever. Jenna estimated Dylan left her party about 12:30 a.m. and Bethany left her party about 1. Maury clarified that Jenna was a member of the Pi Beta Phi sorority with Dylan, Lakeland, Bethany, Xana, and Maddie. Although Xana and Maddie were no longer in the sorority, right? All right. They dropped out. He determined that Kaylee was a member of the Alpha Phi sorority but had dropped out as well. Though no one knew it at the time, sorority affiliation would prove important down the line once investigators learned that Kaylee had moved away from Moscow but returned for the weekend primarily to attend a Pi Beta Phi formal as Dylan's +1. Documenting suspicious activity leading up to the murders, Maury wrote. Jenna said she knew Kaylee saw a dark figure staring at her from the tree line when she took her dog out to piss. Jenna said this occurred about a month ago at the King Road house. She said there had been lighthearted talks about and jokes made about a stalker in the past. Well, we got some nice symmetry going on. Though Maury does not go into further detail about the stalker, he does extend his investigation to one last interview of Lyndon Beck. Not widely known within the context of this investigation, Beck provided valuable insights. As Mallory wrote in his report, Beck said the prime called Emily around 10 o'clock in the morning and sounded scared. Lyndon said Dylan told Emily someone had been in her house that night. Lyndon said Dylan and Bethany ran downstairs and locked themselves in a room. According to Beck, he stayed at his girlfriend's apartment Saturday. Emily and Hunter were there as well. He said Emily and Hunter came into the room where he was staying sometime between noon that Sunday. That's not all he said. Yeah, that's not exactly accurate. Anyway, we'll see. Lyndon said Dylan informed them that she saw someone in the house and Dylan could only see his nose and his chin. Nose and chin. That's exactly what Bethany said. Bethany said that that Dylan told her that he had a big nose. That was her original description of the suspect. Nothing about eyes, nothing about eyebrows. It was about the nose and the chin, but the nose especially. Lyndon said Dylan was freaking out and wanted them to come over to the house. Though no one knew it at the time, Dylan calling Emily at 10 Sunday morning provides the first apparent contradiction in her story. She had told police she fell asleep with the Hobbit and did not wake up until shortly before calling 911, as the Mouse reported. Lyndon said he walked with Emily and Josie to the King Road house from Josie's apartment on Taylor. Lyndon said Dylan and Bethany walked out of the house crying. Lyndon said Hunter arrived to the residence first. Yeah, because he left before them. Right. Sometime after 10 o'clock in the morning. Probably about 10:15, I'm guessing. Lyndon said he went to the downstairs door and Hunter told him not to come up the stairs. Which brings us to the scene Officer Noon's body camera recorded as he walked toward the house that Sunday. Based on interviews... Where's my shit? Sorry. Based on interviews conducted on scene and in subsequent days, we can establish that the people standing outside included Lyndon, Hunter, the Hobbit, the Prime, Josie, and Emily. Josie, I told you. Before we re-enter the house to start our forensic look at what police found, it is important to discuss one final report. Latol County Supplement 7 is a statement of investigation filed by Officer John Lawrence. Though the 2-page document provides a considerable amount of information, its greatest value at this point is that it records the names, ranks, and affiliations of law enforcement personnel at the scene. I called Detective Vargas and was informed she was out of town and would be back in Moscow on Monday morning. Fine. All right. I called. All right, so he goes through this. I called Mallory, and he informed me he'd be on his way. I called ISB Lieutenant Mike Mooney and told him I need assistance from ISB detectives in processing the scene. Mooney put me in contact with Sergeant Gilbertson. I briefed Gilbertson on what I knew, and he told me he would start to assemble his team. Moscow Police Department Captain Lanier and Moscow Police Department Sergeant Dustin Blaker and Bulbous Creation and multiple other MPD officers providing scene security. What stands out is the speed in which Moscow police sought help from outside agencies. This might surprise some who think all crime is local, but is important to understand how agencies work. First, there are more than 18,000 law... All right, ranging from one bad sheriff departments in Utah. which dwarfs the FBI. America divides its law enforcement functions among local, state, and federal jurisdictions, and one might expect. A small town might find it burdensome to buy a single cruiser, while the FBI this year will spend more than $10 billion. All right. Based on what Officer Nunez wrote in his initial report, but body cam footage shows he was shaken and at a loss for words, which may have contributed to statements that could be seen as judgmental and premature. Lawrence's report makes that obvious. Blaker provided me with the following briefing. When officers entered the house, they found two deceased residents, Xana and Ethan, inside a bedroom on the second floor. The officers also found two more deceased residents, of course, on the third floor, Kaylee and Maddie, right? We now know Nunes and Warner left the house for approximately 1 minute and 7 seconds before returning and deciding to clear it from the first to the third floor. Only then did they find Maddie and Kaylee, as Lawrence. All the victims appeared to have multiple stab wounds. The sliding glass door located in the kitchen was open, and there was a set of footprints in the melting snow. Okay, all right, whatever. Leading into and away from the residence. Well, we talked about it. There was one shoe print near the western edge of the property, leading west into the neighbor's yard. In front of the residence north were 5 vehicles belonging to the deceased residents. Right, all right. It's okay, Kaylee, I'm here for you. She then shut the door. A short while later, she opened the door again, saw somebody about 5, 10, or 11, dressed in black, ski mask, scanning in the kitchen. She made eye contact with the person and could see they were white through the cutouts for the eye. Right. Right. Remember that nonsense? Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. She shut her door again and texted a hobbit whose bedroom is on the east end of floor 1. The hobbit told her to join her in her room, and the prime ran down the stairs. Sprinted to the hobbit's room where they fell asleep together in the same bed. Though the elements of this narrative match what Nunes heard, it would turn out to be much more involved than that. So, that was, hey guys, we made it through the first 2 chapters. You like that? We are on to chapter 3, Princess Pose, White Claw, Stain 26. Chapter 3. There you are. Hey, we made it through 2 chapters, guys. You didn't even have to buy nothing. Well, it says it ranges anywhere from 5'8" to 5'11". I think that's what he rates here. There's a range now between 5'8" and 5'11" or so. Tony, welcome, Tony. Once again, anything come from Mortensen, you have to take with a grain of salt. Anything coming from her. Some things may be true, maybe accurate. Some things, no, not really. Remember, she's in a dream. Life is but a dream. I could be totally making all this up, guys. I could totally be making all this up, guys. And you're never going to arrest me for it, are you? You're never going to arrest me. Even though I'm telling you to your face, I could be totally making this all up. Isn't that what Mortensen said? Did they arrest her? No, of course not. Of course they didn't. I mean, it's not like a quadruple bloody murder. No, nothing like that. I could be just totally making shit up. What are you going to do about it? I mean, you're talking to me in my house, for God's sake. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to arrest me in my parents' house? Yeah. Uh-huh. Good job, Moscow. You're right on it. Oh, boy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nonsense. 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 Look. Well, all right. Quick break, love. Quick break, love. We get back to it. We get back to it, love. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more here. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a bit, just a bit, just a bit. Just a bit more. Oh my God. Oh my God. Masternature. What are you doing? Goddamn. Oh yeah, I know. But see, they think it's funny. They think it's cute and funny. They don't take it. They don't take it the same way that we take it. Dude. That's the thing. They think it's, in their inbred little fucking brain. They think it's funny and cute. See, in the inbred little fucking brain, they think it's funny and cute. Funny and cute. In a folksy sort of down home sort of way. That's right. Folksy sort of thing.
Oh, this is too sad, isn't it? That was pretty normal. Mm-hmm. None of these got me, man. I've seen that picture before. We're good.
Look at that big.
All right, Mrs. John. Wait. Oh my God, Mrs. John. Oh, you play that song too? Oh my. Yeah, one toke over the line. You better believe it. Oh my. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, one toke too many for this one. Here we go. Oh, yep.
250.
Oh my fucking God. You're gonna kill somebody. Mrs. John. He's gonna poison somebody. Would you eat that at 250? Fucking thing probably fucking raw as shit. I ain't no raw fucking pork. Yeah, how's it taste there, chump? Or now magically it's not raw? Now you got fucking worms. Yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, you get out of here now. Mrs. John, straight to the fucking Tower of London. I told you. Straight to the goddamn Tower of London with that shit. Yeah, he took way too many his mama. Well, happy Mother's Day. Oh my, you guys are gonna hate me.
Oh look, Henry. It's a beautiful baby boy.
Okay. Let me look at him. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he be. Oh my God, what are you? Oh my. How do I get off this train? Oh my God. Well, honey, I hear there's this program in, well, it's pretty far away. It's in, Siberia. All right. Mrs. John. Oh, yeah. They got a real good program up there in Siberia. Oh, they take real good care of them up there. That's what I hear. They give them special training, make them learn how to fucking read and shit. Yeah, it's a good, yeah, yes, honey. I know it's a long way away, but trust me, it's the best thing we could ever do with our lives here. Okay, especially you want to stay married. Okay, I love you. Oh my God, Masternature, you're pretty rough, you know that. Oh, she needs it. Mrs. John needs to be taught a lesson, guys. We have to be rough on her. I know it. I know you get may turn your stomach, but it has to be done, guys. It has to be done. Oh my God, Ashley. Remember when the dogs were attacking us? Do you remember that? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Probably go now. Scared. Me too.
All right, guys. Yeah, that was a really scary time, guys. All right. What are we doing? Oh, God. Oh, no. Hang on. Oh, yeah, we should probably read this. Oh, no, we should read this or not, guys. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
Just so heartbreaking. What the search for justice and frustrations with the investigation. Here's part one of our conversation.
You know, she was hurt so bad that she was not able to recover. That is just terrible.
Oh, it's okay.
It's terrible. And I cannot fathom in my head what kind of person did this.
It's capable.
And why? I can't sleep at night. I lay in bed pondering just millions of different scenarios. And just, I want to know, but then there's stuff obviously you don't want to know, but I think I want to know it all, and
You're okay.
I just don't understand why. How somebody can take somebody, four of them, it wasn't just my girl, just so savagely.
Is anyone acting differently since the murders? I mean, is there anyone that you have a weird feeling about that the girls knew or that comes to mind?
Yeah, I would say not in the immediate circle by any means, but a few of the names that have been circulating around, I think it's hard not to kind of, dig into this. And I don't know how much of that is just because we have so little information from law enforcement and how much of it really is, a sister or a father's intuition.
Can you elaborate at all? I don't know. You don't have to give a name, but I mean, is it someone that she knew, or?
I have something to say about that. I just feel like there's been a couple individuals that were cleared very fast. That may not, maybe you should know, but, and yeah.
She had the strong alibi.
Just really fast.
You can dismiss.
An hour later, and we're like, what? And I don't know. I don't know anything about those individuals. I just know they were people that, definitely should have been looked at, and yeah.
I don't know what would prevent you from sharing somebody's alibi.
Yeah, I think that's what we're struggling with. So it's like, we know what we know. We've,
I just know, like, what?
She had the strong alibi.
Just really maybe you should know, but, yeah.
She had the strong alibi.
Just really fast. Maybe you should know, but, yeah.
She had the strong alibi.
Just really fast.
You can dismiss.
An hour later, and we're like, what?
I'll tell you what, she had a strong alibi. I don't know who we're talking about, but she had a strong alibi. I don't know who she is, but I can only imagine. Anyway, yeah, those early interviews with these people. Yes. Anyway, where are we at? We're almost at 2 hours, are we? Yeah, I don't like him either. I know. Welcome, Curious Rose. Welcome, Curious Rose. Love? And then they're saying, well, we can't share other people's alibis, or we can't talk about other people's alibis. Well, in a way, you're well, yes, because you're not the police. So that's number one. Yeah. All right. We'll do a little bit more reading. We're into chapter 3, and then we'll wrap it up. I don't want this dragging on for another hour. It gets, you know how it gets. Yeah. Woo. That's right. Strava! Strava. Strava, I love you, Strava. Don't forget Strava. Strava always bugs me. Don't forget Strava. Anyway, Strava. All right, Princess Pose, White Claw, Stain 26, Chapter 3. We read a little, then we carry on. We go bye-bye. Say, thank you, Mother. I hope you had a wonderful dinner. Mama, you pay for dinner, Mama. Oh, that's my fucking daughter, Savannah, again. No, Mama. Mama pays for her own dinner. All right. You fucking bitch, Savannah. Wait till I get my hands on you. And your fucking worthless daughter, Annie, with a degenerate husband, or whatever he is. Oh, my God. Right, Gordon? Am I not right? I remember when Savannah was 8 years old. We were going on this beautiful trip to, I don't know, Cape Cod or something. And we were going to eat at this very nice restaurant. And I remember Savannah turned to me. She was sitting in the back seat with her fucking daughter, my daughter, her ugly stepsister. Well, I'm sorry, my daughter Annie. And I said, Annie, I know you're only 9 years old, but you can start wearing makeup right now. All right. I love you, Mrs. Charlie Curious Rose. Seriously, she looked like a fucking gremlin, guys. She looked like a gremlin sitting in my back seat at 9 years old. I said, Annie, what are you doing? You look like a gremlin. All right. Anyway, I turned. My husband was driving the car, and he died right after this. But anyway, sorry. Excuse me. And my daughter Savannah, I looked in the back seat, and Savannah turns her fucking head to me. She says, "Mama pays for Mother's Day." I said,
Savannah, do you want me to slap your face? I'm your mother. It's Mother's Day. And then Annie, the gremlin, lurches up out of her seat and gets right in my fucking face with her gremlin fucking eyes staring at me and says, Nancy, you better learn your place, Mother.
Oh, okay, Nancy. That's quite a Mother's Day story there. Holy shit.
Oh, that was just one of them. Anyway, this is Nancy Guthrie reporting live on Mother's Day. Just a fond memory I had back when my daughters were 8 and 9 years old. Such a great memory on Mother's Day. Mrs. John.
Yeah, every picture's worth a story, don't it tells you. Whoever said a picture's worth 1,000 words, me, the greatest, did not work in law enforcement. Well, of course. Despite a staggering cache of photographs and hours of body cam video in prosecutor Bill Thompson's grubby hands, there are few written documents offering summation. Some might argue that this is a good thing, because the Supreme Court's 64 Brady v. Maryland ruling mandates discovery of all evidence given to the defense, but does not require assistance in sorting it out. Prosecutors are allowed to dump huge caches of information at the last possible moment with no formal organization or reference, forcing defendants and their attorneys to play catch-up all the way to trial. This is a distinct advantage for the state, of course, because they control the timeline and the narrative. Prosecuting attorneys typically have huge resources at their disposal, everything from local, state, and federal agencies with high-tech labs to subject matter experts and grand jury secrecy laws that shield their work from prying eyes until the moment they make arrests. Yeah, okay. Okay, all right. Anyway, we are at 74, 431, guys. Hey, we made it to 74 so far. We're all right. The accused in the Kohlberger case was an indigent student with a public defender who left her Latah County position to avoid what appeared to be a conflict of interest restrictions due to a client list that may have included 2 other victims' mothers. Yes, Kohlberger had taxpayer-funded access to expert witnesses, but in my eyes, Ann Taylor and her assistants did not seem to be a dream team. Yeah. Much of her experience involved low-level drug charges, DUIs, and the occasional assault because Latah County, Idaho, has one of the lowest crime rates in a state with one of the lowest crime rates in the nation. She had never defended a death penalty case before. As if that weren't enough of a thumb on the scale of justice, media interest did not make Taylor's job easier. Judge Hippler's gag order handed the prosecution strategic advantage because it limited what the world knew, not just his. Let's just keep this straight. It's not just Hippler's gag order. It was the original gag order put in place in the case. It was the original gag order. Constant pressure from a sea of reporters led to a steady stream of leaks, which only sowed confusion within the defense. Taylor received 51 terabytes of Brady disclosure material, which may seem like fair play until you realize that the bulk of it arrived just months before trial and she had to go through it by herself. Yeah. Thompson's team enjoyed broad discretion in how they submitted their files. I agree with that. I discovered a great deal of exculpatory evidence in mislabeled folders, for instance. Okay, well, let's see it. Well, right, Whitcomb. I discovered a great deal of exculpatory evidence in mislabeled folders, for example. Okay, well, let's see it, baby. The reason I mention this here is that almost all evidence presented at Kohberger's change of plea hearing was limited to what the world already knew. Thompson focused on cell tower pings, knife sheath DNA, and remote sightings of what is alleged to have been Kohberger's white Hyundai Elantra. But he offered nothing in terms of revelation. What remains unresolved to this day is why so little mention was made of evidence found inside the house, or why almost none of it was cited in affidavits or filings made available to the defense. Though police have now released hundreds of documents and photographs, they have withheld tens of thousands more, limiting outside scrutiny of what the prosecution may have known, what the defense may have missed. Well, I don't know if there's tens of thousands, but yes, there are quite a few more documents that have not been released. I don't know if it numbers that many, but who knows? Possibly. I would say several hundred, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000, I don't know. As it turns out, the defense may have missed a lot. All right. Why don't we keep it right there, my loves? So we are on page 75. Oh, there are a lot of errors in the documents, guys. There's so many errors. There's so many errors, Dame. You know it. You know it, guy. You know it. There's so many errors. All right, we'll carry on a little bit. Even the most experienced criminologists would find it daunting to know that Taylor's workload included files containing hundreds of thousands of cell phone calls, social media feeds, text chains, selfies, email and Snapchat entries, motor vehicle registrations, and other intimate details subpoenaed from dozens of persons of interest who may or may not have anything to do with the case. Thompson's files include a digital wilderness of esoteric DNA analysis protocols, Amazon purchases, Google searches, financial record inventories, and data dumps from what seems like a bottomless pit of anonymous sources. Police went so far as to analyze the computer modules of the victims' cars, grocery receipts from Kohberger's trash, and hundreds of tips involving a rogue gallery of potential suspects, none of whom were ever charged. If Taylor had the time and staff, perhaps she could have built a proper defense from what she was handed. But even reading one page a minute, it would have taken years just to peruse it. The magnitude of this investigation and Thompson's claims would have been open to scrutiny at trial, of course, but there never was a trial, of course. Well, that is true. Not only was the public denied access to exculpatory evidence, as is standard when there is a plea deal, but they were never even told it existed. Okay, well, you tell us then, baby. You tell us, baby. I don't think it's as... Oh, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it right there. We stop at 76. We should stop at 77. 76 will have to do. It's a lot of information. Terabytes. It is mind-blowing. It's true. It is true, Chrissy. Welcome, Tilly. Welcome, Tilly. Well, I don't know if his time is up for appeal. He had a certain amount of time to appeal. I don't know if that time has passed. It may have. I know I believe he does still get to appeal in some fashion. I don't know for sure how that works, but however, if there's all this exculpatory evidence floating around out there, I would think in some way we would request, we'd have to we'd have to go against the plea deal. We'd have to go against that. And we would have to request, I guess, in some appeal form, so we'd have to request this, we'd have to request a trial of some fashion, or for the case to be reheard, or the facts to be reheard in some fashion, to get another trial, which, good luck. Or to get a trial, not another trial, a trial. That's the problem with Kohberger. That is probably the biggest biggest problem I have with Mr. Kohberger. You cannot stay silent forever, my friend. So if you stay silent forever, my friend, well, guess what? You know what happens, right? We know this, guys. So if you really didn't have anything to do with this, then you need to open your fucking mouth. If you don't open your fucking mouth, well, then guess what? Then you're essentially saying everything that's been said about this case and what I did is 100% true. But you got to open your fucking mouth if that is not the case. You got to open your mouth. You got to open your mouth. Wide, baby. All right. Oh, come on now. That's just a little pre-midnight humor. Oh my God. Now, you don't have to take it the wrong way here, lady. Well, if little G is the perpetrator, you have to ask yourself this question. Why would little G supposedly, now we don't know, as far as we know, Gabriel, we don't know Gabriel even met Kelly Gonzalez. We don't even know that. We know he met the others. We don't know about Dylan or Bethany, but so as far as we know, he never really had an interaction with Kaylee as far as we know, according to Scott. So why would we inflict the most damage on her when we never even interacted with her? I don't know. Now, is it possible that little Gabriel was stalking their house? Yeah, it's quite fucking possible, because he said he was already there, and he said he followed them from the college to the Mad Greek. He knows where they live, and he was in their house. So yes, I would say he was probably stalking them. That's not the first time that's not the first time he did this, guys. So yes, if you want to say there's a stalker, if you believe there was a stalker in this case, then I gave you the Holy Grail of 77. That describes the stalker to a T. That is the stalker. That is your stalker. So if you believe there's a stalker in this case, True Crime Design, and anybody else, you have to reference 77, because that is your stalker. It's not Kohberger. We have no evidence to suggest that Kohberger was stalking any of the victims. So it's not Kohberger. However, we have a strong statement that says we do know there was a stalker, and this is who it was, my friends. So if you like the stalker shit, well, 77 is your friend. Otherwise, you're pissing in the fucking wind, because Kohberger's not the stalker. There's no evidence that Kohlberger stalked these people. That is true. That is true. Thompson says that himself. We can't prove any connection between him and the victims. So, who do you think that might be then? Just saying. So this interesting lie, because we should call this stalker. We should call this the Night Stalker, maybe the Night Stalker. And she, I think that was, I don't know, Curious Rose. I think that was Miss Maddie Mogan. I think that was Maddie, actually. Anyway, it's a little tidbit. We are the greatest. Remember, how do we start this video off? I am the cartel. I am the cartel. He wants you, Malachi. He wants you, Malachi. Oh my God. Oh my God, Master. You out of your mind. You know that sometimes. You make it out. Oh my God, Master Nature. How much you charging now for a club? 10,000 a case, baby. Give me 10,000 a case. I'll sell all your cases for you. All right. I'd look about 5 miles to the east, west, north, and south from Miss Guthrie's house. I'd be looking in 5-mile direction. I don't need to be looking down in Mexico. I'm not going to Baja. I'm not going to Coachella and wherever that is. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not going down to fucking Cabo Wabo and drinking fucking tequila with Sammy Hagar. I'm not doing that kind of shit. I'm burying my shit 5 miles from the house. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm not driving to fucking Mexico and doing stupid shit like that. No way. Too much. What am I going to do? That's a long way to Mexico. Unless I change cars. But still, you're dragging around a goddamn dead body. And you're driving a dead body, what, 500 miles somewhere? I don't think so. Wait a minute. You thought it was a chiller, didn't you? It's 2:18, and all is well. 2:18, all is well. Damn, Celestine, don't you push me. Yeah. Oh, woe is me. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. I don't think it's as complicated. Yes, look. Here, beautiful colors coming from that candle. Now we're in crystal light. We're in crystal violet light here. It's crystallized a bit now. Do you see? Crystal. Such a beautiful color when it burns. It is. It's a beautiful color. Look at that color, my loves. Look at how nice that is. It turns out nice though, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm not dragging an 84-year-old dead woman's fucking body with me across the goddamn Arizona fucking landscape down to fucking Mexico. I ain't doing that, guys. I'm getting rid of that as soon as I possibly fucking can. Whatever my purpose was in taking her, first of all, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Because what I really wanted was something else in that house. It was something else I wanted. There was something else I needed there. So dragging her out of the house was a big mistake. You know, that was a stupid of me. And I try to delay police or whatever connecting the dots by sending out phony ransom letters and notes demanding cryptocurrency. I did that just to throw a left-handed monkey wrench into the works. I did that. I threw a left-handed monkey wrench into the works. But the minute her pacemaker stopped sending signals, that's the minute that she was deceased. That took about 20 to 25 minutes after she allegedly was kidnapped from the house. Her pacemaker stopped sending signals about 20 minutes after that supposedly happened. So, bye-bye. I'm sorry, but I'm not driving around an 84-year-old woman 500 miles across the goddamn desert, guys. I'm not doing that. I'm going to bury her within, I don't know, maybe 5 miles from the residence at most. I got to get her out of my car and fast. Because I'm not driving around with a goddamn dead body in my fucking car. Not for that long. Unless I switch cars. But then again, you're still driving around with a goddamn dead body in your fucking car. Now, I ain't taking that risk. No way in fucking balls am I taking that risk. Just saying. Not with this high profile, not with the person that I took who has a high profile because her daughter is a fucking public figure. If I get caught, first of all, you're not going to be driving around with her fucking body in your car for very long, guys. You're not doing it. You don't want to be driving in your car with that body. No way in hell you're going to do that. No way. Too high profile. It's not like you just picked up a fucking nobody off the street. You can drive for days with that nobody, but you can't do that in this case. I don't know what it was made of, but it stopped sending fucking signals. It stopped sending signals, which means her heart wasn't beating anymore. 20 minutes. So yes.
You know what I did? I am Stanley after all, don't you know that? Right? You always forget who you're talking to, don't you? Well, guess what I did with her? Well, I'm sorry, Nancy, to tell you this, but, well, in the multiverse here that we're talking about, I'm sorry, Nancy, I love you, but I'm just saying if it was another Nancy, not you, a different Nancy, let's just say, we're in the multiverse here, guys. I would have buried you, Nancy, as soon as possible. Okay, I don't want. Look, I know you may be nice, and well, you're not really nice, but anyway, I have to get rid of you. I'm sorry. I mean, you may make a good fruitcake, but I don't really want to stick around to find out. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Mother's Day and all. Just a sec. What is this? Wait. Hang on now. Hang on.
What?
Oh my god. Wait. That's how I feel right now. Oh my god. Mrs. John. All right. You know you can't escape. All right. You know you can't escape. I know, they threw me down a goddamn mine shaft, guys. Can you fucking believe it? That's how they got rid of me. They threw me down a mine shaft, guys. But you still refuse to believe me. Oh my god. Oh my. All right. Hang on. We gotta wrap it up, guys. We gotta wrap it up.
He wants you too, Malachi. He wants you too.
Oh my god. I told you, Malachi. I told you didn't believe me. Oh my god, I can't believe you're watching that. Tyrone, that's scary. And, I'm not supposed to watch, stuff like that up here. And, why do you watch this? You know I can't watch. Oh no, not you. I hate you. Hey, You know, guys, I can't watch that stuff up here. They always yell at me for watching weird shit up here in the spirit realm, guys. They always yell at me. But look what they're watching. Look what Tyrone watches. He watches that weird shit. Oh, my God. All right, guys. We should go before the coffee boils over. All right. Before the coffee boils over, and then all fucking steam starts splashing on the goddamn stovetop. And then you got the old man. He's like 95 years old. He's like, God damn, who's fucking splashing the fucking shit on the steam coming up from the goddamn fucking stove? Yeah, well, we should go before that happens, I think. Yeah, they say, well, it's Mother's Day. They say it's Mother's Day. They say, well, goddamn. Well, where's my fish and chips, Mrs. John? Some mother you are. You don't even give me fish and chips on Mother's Day. Now, how am I supposed to trust you? Yeah, it looks like Drip Drop, doesn't he? Malachi. I always love that scene. I always love that scene. Yeah, they want you too, asshole. Yes, it was hokey. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's a great 84 horror flick, for the time. But it's got some it's pretty hokey. It's got some hokey shit going on there, But anyway, whatever. We can criticize anything you want. We can criticize anything you want. Dayman says, I don't know. Probably to Siberia, actually. We can stay warm in those jacuzzis, let me tell you. All right. Stanley, you've been thinking this out, haven't you? Yeah, actually, I've been thinking about it a lot. So, hey, sorry, guys. We'll take a quick break. Hey, guys, I got to take a quick break, all right? I'm sorry again. Well, that's what we do. But in the meantime, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to get my grandfather's ATF jacket and helmet or something, and I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to walk out my back door here and hopefully just wander into a crime scene. So let's hope that happens. Quick break. I'm gonna put my grandfather's ATF jacket on, and I hope I wander into a crime scene. Let's go. And guess what, guys? I guess I don't get fined or charged with anything for doing that. Like, there's no punishment for me to just wander into a crime scene with my fake ATF jacket, well, impersonating an ATF officer. I guess there's no punishment for that. So, guys, guess what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to put on my ATF jacket that I made somehow, or found, my grandfather. And I'm just going to wander into a crime scene with Chris McDonough. You know Chris McDonough. Hey, this is Chris McDonough. I found a black glove, and they gave me a medal. They said, Chris, good job. You retired, right? And I said, yes, I'm retired. Of course, I'm Chris McDonough. I'm retired. Did they pat me on the head? They said, oh, Chris, well, are you sure this wasn't your black glove? And I said, no, it's not my black glove. Hello. This is Chris McDonough. This is Chris McDonough, and I found a black dude there by the house. Who's that other fucking punk they have on here? He's like the expert of everything. He's a forensic paleontologist. He's a former FBI. He's like a paleontologist. He's like a medical examiner. He knows everything. This guy. He knows everything about it. I forget his fucking name. It's not Chris McDonough. It's that other fucking guy who. The other fucking Chris McDonough guy in this case. Yeah, he knows everything. He's a paleontologist. He's a forensic analysis. He's a forensic examiner. Yeah, on and on and on. Ridiculous. However, I mean, Whitcomb does make an obvious point. It's a good point, but it's extremely obvious. We talked about this at length. If Brian Koberger had the monetary capacity that Karen Reed had, we would be talking about a different story altogether today. If Kohlberger had the monetary resources and capacity that a Karen Reed had, we would definitely be talking about a different story today, for sure. Yes. Unfortunately, that's not what happened, as we know. It's a luck of the draw. It's a drawing of the three. It's a luck of the draw. The drawing of the three. Anyway, if you like the Dark Tower series, by the way, that is my favorite book in the Dark Tower series. It's The Drawing of the Three. That is the second part in the Dark Tower. The Drawing of the Three. And by the way, that's where the tarot cards come in from, by the way. The tarot. Did you not remember the tarot? The drawing of the three. The prisoner. Don't forget, we are the greatest. Those little brain nuclei, they form all sorts of connections here in the garden because I'm the greatest garden in the universe, in the entire world. The galaxy beyond the galaxy. I have the greatest garden beyond all formulae, all formulas, all math. It's all nonsense after a certain point anyway, because you have no idea what you're doing. You can't prove a thing you're saying. You can write fancy formulas to the day you're dead, but I don't see it in front of my eyes. Where's your anti-gravity? Where's my anti-gravity? Where is it? You smart, pretty things? Oh, you pretty things. I see no anti-gravity. Where is it? Why am I still here on Earth?
Say my name. Master Nature, the greatest of all time. The greatest of all seers and astral travelers on the path. The greatest.
TVN Enterprises presents and will bring you the Gorilla in Manila special. All of those of you out there, I want you to take what they want to give you because it's good. Mainly it's for free. You will see me, Muhammad Ali, training in my beautiful resort, Deer Lake, Pennsylvania, running, punching the bags, the sweat, the blood, the guts will be real. Down in Philadelphia, they will also show you Joe Frazier smoking and jumping rope and getting ready to try to take my title. You'll also see why I say he's a gorilla. You'll see how ugly he is and how pretty I am, because this fight will be nothing but a total annihilation. For the third time, I'm going to destroy this man because it's going to be a shock. Get the films and watch us in training. It is special, and keep it for your little children and your grandchildren to see, because I invite all of you to be among those of us who dare to dare.
I love you. I am the greatest.
What did you discuss back in the hotel?
Well, we talked about whooping his ass, but anyway, don't forget. All right, we have to go now, loves. I love you. Well, we got the gorilla where we wanted him. We got him in Manila. Hope you learned something from this little exercise tonight on a Sunday. On Mother's Day, no less. So happy Mother's Day to everybody out there who's a mother. We're going to tear the roof off. Okay, yeah, the mother trucker. But no, have a happy Mother's Day. I hope you had some good food, and I hope your children didn't backtalk you too much today. And if they did, well, it is Mother's Day. So guess what? You have a license on Mother's Day to smack their fucking mouth. Okay? That's all I'm going to say here. Happy Mother's Day. Now let me go. Now let me go. Now just let me go. Just let me go. All right, just let me go. Now I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna do. I already know. I could see it. But what does the garden feel like though tonight? Well, what does the garden feel like? Well, I pose it to the garden. What do you feel like going out with in song, in celebration of this glorious Mother's Day that you and I have shared together? We broke bread. We drank some wine. We watched some interesting shit. We saw Godzilla. We had to send people to the fucking bell tower again. Yeah, well, Mrs. John, you know the war keeps raging. Yeah, Mrs. John, the war will always rage on, but it has to come to an end soon. This is part 20 of the last battle of the 100-year Butterface War. It's the last battle, part 20. Okay, part 20. I know it's a lot of parts, guys. Mrs. John, she's built like a battle axe. I don't know what's wrong with her. Oh my God.
Welcome, Ashley Brogdon.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ashley. I'm sorry you had to work this weekend, and, well, is there any way, we can, I don't know, asphyxiate your boss or something? I guess we shouldn't do that. I don't know. Tyrone's been teaching me some wicked lessons up here. And I don't like it. And, well, there's not much I can do about it, really. I mean, where am I going to go? I can't go back to Ashley. And, I certainly can't go back to Maisie. Oh, my God. She wants little corn people, and, well, you know, I already said no, I can't do that. I already got 2 corn children running around Mankato. Weird. You know how Maisie gets. She gets all weird and shit, and she talks all weird, and, well, you saw Maisie. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I hate my life. I hate my life, guys. I know it's Mother's Day, guys, but I hate my life. My dad pushed me off a cliff when I was 6 years old. And you know what my mother was doing when my dad pushed me off? You know what she was doing? She was baking sourdough fucking bread, guys. Oh, my God. Sourdough bread. Oh, my God. Like I was ever gonna fucking eat it. Oh my God. All right. We have to go. I love you. Now, this one I saw, I think this is the one I'm thinking about. This is one.
Who the hell are you?
Say my name.
Do what? I don't have a damn clue who the hell you are.
Yeah, you do. I'm the cook. I'm the man who killed Gus Fring.
Bullshit. Cartel got Frank.
You sure? That's right. Now, say my name.
Eisenberg.
You're goddamn right.